Got to give you guys a day 42 update on my tower garden. First, the toy choy that I grew in the top. You can see how big it got. I did a sort of an experiment to see if, how many I could grow in one pot, and I successfully grew 4 of them. So this is going to be dinner for tonight. We're going to make that into stir fry. And then I replaced it with a 3-week-old one or so that I've been growing in the backyard. I pulled some of the lettuce out, and as you can see, it's actually bolted. When you get that long stem in the middle, that means that it's bolted. So we're just going to eat this. I'm not going to grow that one any longer. Lettuce is real picky in the heat, and it's still been in the 90s here in Florida, so I replaced that. My cucumbers, day 42, and I've got a lot of cucumbers growing. It's very exciting. This is the Diva, and it self-pollinated. Also, I did pull off quite a few of the leaves just this morning because with cucumbers, one of the things that we have an issue with is you can get some mildew. I haven't seen any mildew at all on this plant, but I regularly pull off the leaves so that there's tons of airflow and the plant doesn't stay wet for very long. I've got a tomato growing, and I've got leaf miners. Again, they seem to be a problem. So I pulled out blue sticky trap. You can use the yellow sticky traps or the blue sticky traps. Oh, there's one right there. See, the white fly, can you see that? Has actually been caught on the sticky trap, and he will not be laying eggs on my plants. My broccoli is doing really well. My green beans, my peppers, my Swiss chard, honestly, that is absolutely tiny. So I don't know what's going on with it, but it should be huge. That's pitiful, Swiss chard. It could be that it's just been too hot and too humid, and I'll take note of that. I did grow it last summer, but every year honestly is different. I have, hello little lizard. I also have another bok choy, so we'll eat this one in a few days, and I'll replace it. The basil, I've harvested a lot of the basil already, and there'll be more. I replaced one of my lettuces already here. I've harvested some of the dinosaur kale, and I replaced another lettuce with a tatsoi right here. And also, I've got a tomato plant that's doing really well. Looks great. I've got a cauliflower plant in the bottom. And then here's another lettuce plant. You can see I've got yellow green beans. Well, I guess we should call them yellow beans right there. I'm very excited. Those are the rocador. And then I have green beans on this plant. I replaced one of the lettuces with a basil also. And then I'll show you over here. I took out the calendula that was growing on the bottom. That is teeny, tiny. I don't know why he's not growing either, but could be because of the heat. I pulled out, here's my sticky leaf miner traps, and these are very convenient to use for leaf miners. I did pull out this cilantro. Again, it's a pitiful looking cilantro, and I'm thinking it's just too hot for it. I pulled all the lettuce off of this tower, and I'm going to replace it all, and I've got my seedlings here ready to grow. I've got sugar snap peas and green beans and all kinds of stuff. Now let's see, where's my opening? Okay, so let's take a look at what my pH is on my tower. And 6.3, 6.4, that is about as high as I want it to possibly get. I'm going to add some more water. It needs about 10 more gallons. Lower the pH back down to 5.5. I don't recommend you ever go above 6.5 on your pH. I prefer to keep it right at 5.5 to 6.0. This tower, I measured it earlier, it's 5.9. Keep the pH especially a little bit lower, especially in summer. You want to keep it on the low end because the plants tend to get stressed out by the heat. I'm talking about Florida summer, maybe not Minnesota summer, but the plants tend to get a little stressed out by the heat, and so they don't want a high pH. They'd rather have closer to 5.5. I'm excited about the cukes. Lots of cukes growing. Again, if you use the Diva, you don't have to worry about pollination. That's so cool. So we've already gotten what's 42 days? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. I should have been able to do that in my head. We're 6 weeks into it, and we've harvested about 24 or 28 heads of lettuce. A lot of these were growing multiple heads of lettuce. That's a lot of lettuce in 6 weeks. And we're going to be harvesting cucumbers, and got greens and tatsoi that we've harvested, and quite a few herbs. So really that's pretty fantastic for 6 weeks of growth. And we also kind of decided that a whole tower of lettuce is really too much for our family. We were kind of struggling to eat all that lettuce. It was a little bit overwhelming, so we're gonna put a bunch of green beans in this time because we love green beans. Okay, thanks for watching my video.